A very good o'clock, dear students, and I'm Nikita ma'am, your geography teacher. Students, today we are going to continue our chapter discussion, and the last climatic region left to be discussed here is the Mediterranean region. Okay, so these regions are also called the warm temperate western margins. Okay, warm temperate western margins. As the name suggests, the largest area of this type of climate is found around the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, from the name Mediterranean, we can easily recall that the area is found near the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, see, distribution of the Mediterranean region is given here: Europe, Spain, Portugal, southern France, Italy, Greece. In Asia, we'll see this kind of climate in Turkey, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, etc. Okay, North America will see it in the west coast of USA. South America will be seen in central Chile. Australia, southern and western margins. Okay, so basically, this type are not confined to this part only. The region are known as Mediterranean because the land around the sea are the best representative of these regions, and the margins of the sea form the largest area of this region. Okay, basically, it's not that this climate is limited to this area. It's just that it's the best example. The areas near this sea are the best example of this type of climate, and the coastline forms the largest area of this region. Okay, now but the location and extent, as already discussed, Mediterranean regions are situated on the western margins of the continent. Western margin as a warm temperate western climate we called it, so it's located on the western margin of the continent between 30 to 45 degree latitudes, north and south, both hemispheres. Okay, and these regions occupy a narrow coastal stretch in various continents in the latitudinal belts stated above. Okay, so basically these are found near the coast. Okay, all of them will be found near the coastal area only, and the Mediterranean type region lie between tropical desert and the cool temperate areas. Okay, so it's a narrow belt of stretch that lies narrow stretch which lies between cool temperate and tropical desert areas. Okay, then now about climate: a warm dry and a cool wet winter. Warm dry summer and a cool wet winter are the characteristic features of the climate of this region. Okay, it means both kind of climates can be seen. Next is being transitional between the arid and the humid maritime region. The Mediterranean land receive a moderate amount of precipitation varying between 35 and 75 centimeters. See, it is a transitional zone between the arid and the humid maritime region. As we saw ना, tropical desert से temperate तक आने का है, उसके बीच में है. So that's why here it's a transitional kind of climate. So land receive a moderate amount of precipitation varying between 35 to 75 centimeter, and rainfall is minimum along the desert margin. Okay, and increases away from it. It also increases from interior towards the coast. Obviously, as these areas are located near the coast, then the precipitation will also increase from the interior towards the coastal areas. Hottest month has a mean temperature ranging between 20 to 25 degree Celsius because these are located near the coastal area, so the temperature being very moderate. Okay, not very high and neither very low. So day temperature may go to over 30 degrees Celsius, and the temperatures are generally lower near the coast where the cold ocean currents lower the temperature to some extent. Okay, due to effect of cold ocean currents, the temperature remains moderate near the sea. Okay, then the days are hotter in interior where the influence of cold current is not felt. Obviously, towards the interior of the continent, the cold currents effect is not felt. That's why the temperature is high. Then due to low humidity, however, the heat is not oppressive. Okay, humidity is low, it means a dry kind of climate is there. That's why the heat is not very oppressive, and rapid radiation at night makes the night cooler. Okay, since it receives a lot amount of radiation, in the same way it also emits a lot amount of radiation in nights, which makes it cooler. Then mean temperature of the coldest month ranges between 5 to 15 degree Celsius. It means quite cold winters can be experienced here. Occasional frost are experienced in winter, and annual range of temperature varies with the distance from sea. It's lower near the coast and higher in the interior. Okay, since there can be no average annual range of temperature, because this varies from the coastal margins to the interior of the continent. Okay. Next is natural vegetation. So the climate of Mediterranean region is typical. While most parts of the world receive rains in summer, the region have long and dry summer, and most of the rain is received in winter. Okay, so it is not like all the other areas of the world, tropical areas of the world, but it receives rain mainly in winter. Okay, because it faces long and dry summers. The natural vegetation of region have a distinct character due to its adaptation to a long summer, drought and mild rainy winters. Means the vegetation are adapted to the climatic conditions of long dry summer. This comprises of trees, shrubs, grasses depending upon the amount of rainfall and altitude of the area. It means variations in the nature of vegetation can be found according to the amount of precipitation and altitude of the area. Okay, but not many tall trees or grasses are there. Generally some short trees, shrubs and grasses are there. Okay, most luxurious type of vegetation found in this region is the Mediterranean evergreen forest. Okay, but the most prosperous kind of vegetation that is found here is the Mediterranean evergreen forest. Now when you say evergreen itself, then the vegetation becomes luxurious. Okay, the open woodlands with evergreen oaks, of which the cork oaks of Spain and Portugal are most well known. So fine quality of oak trees are found here. The trees are generally low with massive trunks. Okay, trunk means the stem of the tree is very, very thick. Thick bark is it, means the outer covering is also very thick. Small, thick, leathery or waxy leaves are there. Okay, this kind of coating on the leaves is due to is for the purpose to reduce the transpiration from the leaves. Okay, so beside oaks, the citrus family trees. Citrus means the ones which are citrus fruits. Okay, like the orange, the lemon, these are also found here in this forest. Olive is another important tree. Olive is also a citrus fruit. Okay, growing in the Mediterranean region of Europe. And the most common tree species in Australian region is the eucalyptus. In Australian region, the most important Mediterranean tree is eucalyptus. Agriculture, farming is intensive. Intensive means on a small area, good inputs are used to produce maximum output. Highly specialized, rather varied in the kinds of crop raised. Subsistence agriculture occurs side by side with commercial farming. It means that not much crop rotation and all these things are practiced. Only very particular crops are grown here, particular kind of crops are grown here. Okay, and subsistence agriculture means the agriculture for only family purpose is practiced along with the commercial purpose. These lands are in fact the orchard lands of the world. Orchard means the fruit. Fruit gardens of the world. Okay, and the heart of the world's wine industry. Okay, since the citrus fruits are found here. Okay, so they provide a good raw material for the wine industry, good kind of wine. Okay, and land use is dependent upon such factors: the total amount of precipitation, length of the summer drought, availability of melting snow and mountain streams for irrigation, power supply. See, the land use pattern, it means that whether it will be used for agriculture or any other purpose depends upon that how much amount of precipitation will be received, what will the length of the summer drought, the availability of melting snow and mountain streams, means is there availability of water in good quantity for irrigation, their power supply, local soil conditions, ability of the farmer for finance and capital equipment. Okay, price fluctuation in local and world market, all these are the determinants of the land use pattern. Then the interplay of the above factors has given rise to four main aspects of Mediterranean agriculture. Okay, all of these factors have played a role in giving four kind of shapes to this Mediterranean agriculture. These are orchard farming. First is orchard farming, Then viticulture, that is grape cultivation, that is a basic product for wine making. Cereal and vegetable cultivation and animal husbandry. Okay, this kind of nature has been formed in the agriculture in this region. This region with their mild moist winter and hot dry summer have become particularly important regions for subtropical fruits. Okay, subtropical fruits grow very well here: oranges, lemons, grapes, olives, and figs. Next, 70% of the world market of orange, lemon, lime, grape is produced in this region. Okay. So wheat and barley are spring crops and mainly grow in the Mediterranean countries. Wheat and barley are also spring crops and grow mainly in the Mediterranean countries like France, Italy, Turkey, Australia, and California. Okay. So this was all about the Mediterranean region. Then we'll start the next chapter in the next video. Till then, thank you.